何でもない毎日を生きるみんなのために俺は俺の戦を続けてやらあ。血風すさぶ聖絶無残の儀式天覧聖杯戦争。競争たる平安の猛者たちが召喚された英霊7機の首をめぐり相争う。フェイトグランドオーダーコスモス・イン・ザ・ロストベルト地獄界マンダラ平安京ゴーライ一戦ゴールデン。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Look at all that Saint Quartz. Where did it come from? Who cares? The time for mommy is now. There she is. Oh baby. Are you the only 4-star Medea Lily? Do we have Medea Lily? I don't think we actually do. I don't think we do. So, yeah. I mean, we're gonna get some Paracelsuses, who I didn't even know was in the story. We're gonna get some Babbages for sure. But, I need Big Mama. So let's go. Let's do it. Let's hit some of these summons. Why not? You were the one who I originally wanted anyways from this, so this is important. Alright, I'm letting the first one rock just for a sec. Okay. Clickaroo. And now... Okay, Angel Song. I will accept an Angel Song. But not just that, I want more, please. Come on, Servant. Come on, Servant. Come on. Nope. Okay, another Verdant Sound of Destruction. A lot of 4-star craft essences. Come on. Come on, not even a double-sided? Divine Banquet? Boy, they're giving me all the 4 stars that I don't need. Yeah, that was not great. We got you on the rate up, but that's it. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, it's loading. You know what that means. Here we go, baby. Alright, Golden Millennium Tree. Alright, it took a while to load. When it does, that means we got some good coming. Boy, sure giving me a lot of the Yigda Millennia boys. Alright. I don't even know who you are. I don't even... you look like a character from the prototypes. Oh, frick, that was it? Are you serious? Never mind. Dang it. Love's Curse. Begin battle at 40% and increase... Ooh, increase charge by 2 times when using it. Increase debuff success rate. Ooh. That's not bad. Okay, yeah, you're the master of Arthur there. That's not bad at all. That's actually a pretty decently good Noble Phantasm card there for someone like you know, Saber there. Saber caster. Ooh, I like you. I don't know who that is either, but you're cool. I don't know who you are. Come on. Oh, oh! Come on, Saber, 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 oh! Hi, Medea Lily. Welcome to the team. You're the less cool Medea, but you're pretty decent from what I know. Okay. Well, we got Medea Lily, I guess. Okay, that's it? Okay, that's it. Well, that's a new 4-star. She lives with the splendid grace. Neither her position as head of the household nor the time she is left to her matters. Being herself is what will change the world. She only needs to carry herself like the queen she is. I don't know who you are. Literally never seen you before. We're gonna do 2 more rolls at the most, and that will be our mommy chances. Right? That'll be that. Okay. 2 more rolls for a potential mother. Oh, nice. Nice. Not a Black Grail, but that's good. That's good. Nice. Oh, that's a good one too, if I'm correct. That's a really good one too. Nice. Okay, we got pretty good on those. Also, we got this one. Who the frick are you? God's tongue. You must be Proto-Kire, basically. Right, so this one does just Noble Phantasm Strength up, and this one is the one that gives, yeah, Charge Up twice. If I can get a bunch of those, and I can get Charge Up for 3 times, That'd be real good for Castoria. Alright. Come on. Nope. Oh, frick off. No. No, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I always give myself numbers that I end up coming back on, but that's fine. Come on. Big Mama, Big Mama. Big Mama, Big Mama. I'm getting terrible luck these... Oh, I'm using it. Whatever. I'm using it. I'm getting terrible luck. But it's fine. These videos pay for themselves. Hello? This seems... Never mind. Sometimes there's a bit of a who, right? Is that my first Victor of the Moon? No. So it's sometimes a little bit of a hoochie coochie. That makes me feel good. Royal Presence. Come on. My servant luck has never been so bad. That's it, we're using this. I don't care. My servant luck has never been this bad. Okay, come on. Okay. Wow! Alright. I don't care. We're using these. I want you. You are large and mother. Okay. Bento. Okay. You might be like, oh, Tanner, Muramasa, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Ooh, another one of those. That's good. That's real good. I wonder if we have enough to max that one out. Paracelsus. Okay. Even just from the general pool, we're getting terrible. Dang, bro. Dang, bro. Actually, wait. I do have some more. I do have some more. Right, right. Because I can exchange my my little guys. Right. Okay, we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna leave the last of these tickets, and we're gonna do some exchanges instead. Okay. Dang. Dang, it's terrible. That is bad luck. Yeah, we have those. How many is that? 6? Can I not? There we go. We can get 6 here. Okay. Okay. We can go to... Let's see here. Enhance. Let's see. Not enhance. Is there anything in the shop we haven't got? No, we got all those already. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. So, as of this point, I've officially caught up on every promised 100 that existed for these videos there, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, let's do a few more. I never noticed the baby here until someone pointed it out. I've literally never seen it, and that is so strange to me. Like, I've just not seen the baby. I also put away a bunch of craft essences, so... Boy, is it just me, or is this not actually on rate up? I don't know, it just feels that way, man. Alright. Alright. Come on. Please. Please! If this goes through and we're out, then we're out. That's it. There's no more after this. Simple as that. Like, there's no... There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Once we're out, we're out. Oh my goodness. Like, it's the fact I'm not even getting servants anymore. Like, I'm just not. They're just not appearing. Am I cursed? Have my rolls been cursed? What's going on? That loaded a bit longer. It might not be the servant, but I feel like we're finally going to get a servant. Let's see. Did take a little longer to load. Oh, nope. Come on. That's okay, so that's just gone. That used to be a thing, but it's no longer, huh? This is it. This is the last roll till we get a couple more things from the event here. Come on. Even just one more servant. Even just one more servant. That's all I want. Come on. You are a cruel, cruel game. Wow. Drop rate up is a lie. Please tell me that this was fake and that we won't be getting any more. How many summons have I done? That's the question. How many have I used? Can you tell me? Does it actually say how many more? If you don't summon within 329, then one guaranteed on the 330th. Is there a way to see? Probably not. Well, that sucked. That was not good. Well, at least let's go to Noble Phantasm. Is there anyone here who we can get up? Let's see. I think it's just all you guys, right? Yeah. We got, like, nobody. Wow. That is stinky. It's very stinky. Okay. So, let's go to... not play this right now, because I'm gonna be honest, me angry. Me quite angry. Me not happy. So I'm going to be back to play some more after, when me no longer so angry. Bye. Okay, it's been a few days. I am no longer salty. That's a lie, still am, but I've calmed down to the point where I can play the game. Let's continue with Friends and Children. This is going to be a new master-servant pair, probably. I have a couple that I think might appear, right? We've seen them in some of the banners, but we'll have to see. An owl. Yo, that's a roof. Mommy. Mommy, mother, 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 mommy. And there you are. I did not actually scroll down, but okay. Really now, you should know better than to climb up on the roof. I swear, Kintoki must have been just like you when he was your age. I certainly never taught him to be so rambunctious. Teehee. I'm fine, Raiko. I'll never fall down from a roof or a wall. It's not who I am. Only Humpty oh! Nursery rhyme. Only Humpty Dumpty falls down. Oh my, how awful. So Lord Dumpty falls off a roof then? I'd like to see your Lord Dumpty. Yes, that's right. Wait. Is this... Wait, is this nursery rhyme imitating a girl of this era instead? Because that would make sense, because the whole thing about nursery rhyme is nursery rhyme looks like Alice just because of the master bond, right? Oh wait, no, it wasn't a roof. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Then Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh my, you know, here's a fun thing. Read Humpty Dumpty. Read it. Go ahead. There's nothing that says he was an egg. Oh no, please don't be scared, Raiko. It's okay. I'm not Humpty Dumpty. There's no such person as Humpty Dumpty here. Person? So, nobody's gonna get hurt, okay? Right. You're right, of course. If you say so, then it must be true. Mother believes you when you say no one will be hurt. How very strange. I feel so much like my old self again whenever you and I speak. It's as though I've gone back to my childhood, when I was still innocent in the ways of the world. Back when I was still called Monjumaru, and did not yet carry a sword or seek glory in battle. Of course you're still you, Raiko. Monjumaru is there, inside you, I promise. Do you really think so? You do know it's not nice to tease your mother, don't you? Yeah, so the game is trying to make us think that this is Raiko and a daughter, but I'm not falling for this. I'm wary to your ways. That's nursery rhyme. I'm not teasing. I can tell. She's still in there. If Kintoki were here right now, I think you and he would have been great friends. I swear, I don't know where that boy has wandered off to. Kintoki? Do you mean Sakata Kintoki of Mount Ashigara? Oh my, you're so well informed. Yes, that's him. He grew up in the province of Sagami, where he was known as Kaidomaru of Ashigara, as the child of Sekiryu. Sekiryu, the god of Mount Ashigara. He was born with incredible strength. But now, he is Kintoki. My own beloved child, Sakata Kintoki. I don't know, Raiko. I don't understand. I can't say for sure, but I don't think he needs us. Huh? I am who I am. I belong only to you. I am who I am. I'm your friend, Lonely Raiko. Manjumaru. Yeah, written exactly like nursery rhyme. It's okay. You don't have to worry about anything. Your child is all grown up. Kintoki is a warrior now. In a different time, I'm sure he would have stayed close to us. But now, he's forgotten all about you. So I don't need to be friends with anyone but you. Oh, you're being a little manipulative. Ooh, you're doing a little gaslighting and girl bossing. You're girl lighting and gas bossing. Anyways, Berserker? Hey, guess what? This is one of the easiest mission types for us to do, because we just go with, sure. And let's go with Kill Berserker. We got the double Abby. We got Blondo over here. And we can honestly probably... Is this maxed out? It's level 7. We'll get experience, sure. Why not? Alright. Let's go. Okay. That's a roar. In the dead of night, Oni appeared in the south of Heian-Kyo. Pulsing with power, they spread fear and terror throughout the city to the rich, the poor, and warriors alike. They crossed Abe no Sami's great bounded field as easily as hopping over a stream and, lit only by the moon's pale light, set about doing whatever they pleased. Destruction, theft, subjugation, probably that R word which we're not allowed to say. It can be implied, but you can't say it on the App Store. A horrific roar pierced the night sky. The great beast from whose gullet it emerged could easily be mistaken for the king of all monsters, Godzilla? Sneering laughter echoed up and down the dimly lit streets. Oni, hedonistic terrors who take whatever they like from whomever they like. I mean, from this perspective and the shaking, it sounds like Goji. They are perhaps the greatest threat to those who live in Kyo, though whether they are truly monsters, supernatural beings, or creatures of myth is anyone's guess. With their monstrous strength, they can destroy any wall in their path. Their tough hides shrug off steel blades as if they were the biting of flies. There are large Oni, small Oni, mommy Oni, and punk Oni. Hideous Oni, and aristocratic beautiful Oni. Yeah, see that last one. And in tonight's raid, the Oni commanding their massive, muscle-bound fellows are two beautiful Oni whose smiles drip with bloodlust. Weak, so weak. You're all so weak and fragile, you're so pathetic, it's actually hilarious. I expected more from you Kyoites. Even with 100 swords, you're still no match for a single one of us. Pathetic.
Fall back! Fall back! They're much too strong for us. Fall back! Get some of the Genji warriors here on the double. These are no ordinary Oni. They must be the ones from Mount Oe. Fall back!
Get them, Torakuma. That's Eagle Bear. Nice, nice. Very nice. So strong, yeah. But I really love how big you are, especially your arms. After all, you can send a whole bunch of officers flying with just a single swipe. It's like a warrior's game. Go on, Torakuma. Destroy everything in your path. Well, listen to you. Somebody's in a good mood. Hell yeah, I am. I've got more power than I know what to do with now. I've never felt better, and I owe it all to this awesome new arm you got for me. This is exactly why you're such a great leader for all of Mount Oi's Mount Oi's why is this so difficult? Mount Ue's Oni, shootin' doji. Whatever are you talking about? I don't lead any Oni, that's way too much trouble. You go right ahead and lead them if you want, Ibaraki. Ibaraki Doji, leader of the Mount Oe Oni. That sounds just lovely. You can do that from now on. Really? You sure? Anyway, more importantly, Ibaraki, you can use Torakuma and Hoshikuma as much as you like. Oh, Star Bear? But make sure you actually eat what you break too, okay? Otherwise, you're just being wasteful. You can destroy all the walls and demolish all the houses you like. Rip off all the arms and legs you want to. But let me say this one time, and don't make me say it a second time. Whatever you kill, be it human or animal, you must also eat. That is the rule. And you do know what will happen if you break this rule, right? Uh-huh. Say it. Okay. I'll make sure to eat everything I kill, I promise. And if I don't want to eat something, I won't kill it. Good. And look, shootin', I still haven't killed anything yet. I've just been breaking things. Besides, there just isn't much meat out there that meets my exacting standards. I swear, these humans all smell so bad, it's gross. For a moment, I thought I'd found some meat back at the Ichijo Modoribashi that looked promising, but on second thought, never mind. Oh, Ibaraki, you're just adorable, you know that? Huh? That's it. Keep up the good work. I can't wait to see what you can really do tonight. I like devouring the occasional human myself. If you could bring one back for me, I'd just love that. Though, of course, there may not be a time for that tonight. Huh? What do you mean, shooting? I mean, our fun tonight's gonna be a little different from usual. Just this once, we're not gonna be looking for pretty outfits, or kidnapping pretty girls, or gathering sparkly treasures, or stealing the best wine in Kyo. We're not even gonna play with the blonde-haired, blue-eyed brat. Goku? Oh, wait. Sakata Kintoki is blonde-hair, blue-eye. Oh, really, we're not? That's great. That's really great shooting. Although, this is the first time hearing about not looking for treasure or abducting people. So if we're not going to play with the brat either, why did we come down from the mountain tonight? Are you going to eat people without me? As nice as that sounds, no. Were you even listening to me, Baraki? Oh well. It's alright if you don't know. Hey, no fair! Come on, shoot and tell me! Wait, I've got it. It's something to do with that guest of yours, right? There you go. My guest and I have something we need to do here in Kyo. Isn't that right, guest? Ah, there we go. Indeed, my lady. Oh, there you are. You disappeared on me again, huh? That spirit form trick of yours must be handy for you, It's a pain in the ass for me. What an idiot. Now he's done it. Nobody can annoy shooting and live to see another day. He's a dead man if I've ever seen one. Now I could care less about whether he lives or dies. He's definitely got it coming, though. I never liked how he showed up out of nowhere and started hanging around shooting like it was the most natural thing in the world. Now that you've pissed off shooting, she's gonna tear your head off like she's plucking a flower. Now go, die, 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 die! It really is a pain to deal with, you know. My apologies. It won't happen again. You're damn right it won't happen again, weirdo. You obviously don't know how wild shooting can get when she's upset. The moment her beautiful white fingers touch you, she'll either blow your whole body up on the spot or she'll crush every bone you have. Oh well, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you, my lady. Huh? Why hasn't he exploded? Why are his bones all still in his body? What's going on, Shootin'? Why aren't you doing anything to him? I thought I was gonna get to see another beautiful bloodbath. You just do whatever you think is best, right, Ibaraki? What, Shootin'? If it wasn't for my guest here, we never could have made it through Kyo's bounded field without asking the moon for help, right? I guess the moon. Ask... Wait. Without asking the moon for help. What do you mean? Shootin' Doji Fate Moon. What do you mean? What do we have with the moon for her? I'm gonna go Control F Moon. I mean, on the Type Moon wiki, it's gonna appear somewhere. Under moonlight, and the moon, reflecting the moon. It doesn't say. Maybe we'll learn about that. My brain instantly goes to, they're not talking about the Crimson Moon, are they? Because if so, oh my god. Would it be around now? Wait, when did Zelrech versus Crimson Moon? When did Zelrech fight the Crimson Moon? 300 AD. Never mind. We are long past that. Usually, we can only sneak into Kyo once a month or so. And you already used up our chance this month, so you could go up to the Ichijo Midoribashi Bridge, right? And forget big Oni like Torokuma or Hoshikuma. We can only bring them along once every 6 months or so if we're lucky. It's such a hassle. Who wants to deal with that? Not me, I'll tell you that. But tonight, just one word from our guest is all it takes. You're good, guest. I'm impressed. Thank you. I'm glad I could be of service. Master Shootin' Doji. Yeah, so she's a master. So, this is what a caster from another world is capable of, hmm? Nice. Very nice. So they're just invading right now? Okay. Damn it. Of all the things I thought might be going on here. Large hostile detected. Master, we're dealing with some... Big Oni! Yeah, that's an Oni alright. Must have come down from one of the nearby mountains. It's weird though, we don't usually get big ones like that. The bounded field Lord Seimei put up around Kyo should make it near impossible for an Oni that big to slip through. Usually we just have Oni sneaking in maybe once or twice a month, and that's only by making themselves weak enough to get through. There's no way a weakened Oni like that would be able to smash up the place so easily. And on top of that, I see the ones leading it are... Hey, Shootin', look! We've got a warrior here to make up for the officer's piss-poor showing now. But it doesn't matter who they said, none of them can so much as touch us! Now come on, I'll tear the flesh from your bones and eat it before your very... Wait, you... Kintoki! Ibaraki? Oh my, if it isn't the blonde-haired, blue-eyed brat himself. How are you, brat? It's been so long, hasn't it? Goodness, you look even stronger than you did the last time I saw you. I guess all that sumo's really working for you, hmm? Don't you think so, brat? Shootin'? Isn't it weird people like ship us together even though we're mortal enemies? I mean, I guess it's no different than Suna and Ibaraki being shipped together too. It's a bit strange, but enemies to lovers, you know. We're like, wow, that's the most intelligent thing you've said. It's like, well, see, the thing is, this is all an ad-lib by Tanner, so that's why. Anyways, long time no ass. She definitely doesn't have no ass, if you know what I'm saying. Ayy, that booty. Long time my ass. You were here just last month. Heian period, shoot doji, Ibaraki doji. Yes, master, but do not let down your guard around them. They have no memory of who we are, just like Lord Kintoki. What's more, their magical energy readings easily surpass those of their spirit origins registered in Chaldea. They're stronger. That's scary. So you're the only making a big ol' mess of the place? What's going on today, huh? Usually you just sneak in quietly, but tonight you're obviously going all out. Shootin' doji, Ibaraki doji. And if you're here, the big guy's gotta be either Torokuma or Hoshikuma, right? What's going on, Shootin'? Why are you causing so much trouble tonight? You wanna know why? This is why. You can see them, right? Oh, those marks on her left hand. Are those command spells? So Shutendoji's the 6th master? The masters were chosen from among those who possess great power here in the Heian period, and that would certainly include Shutendoji of Oe. Still, I never expected an Oni to be one of the 7 masters. I thought the brat had brought along a caster of his own, but that seems not to be the case. And as far as I can tell, that black-haired brat there isn't a caster either. You there. I sense something different about you. Why don't you let me take a closer look? Are you gonna stick your fingers in me again? Like through my skin, that is, not just in an orifice. Here, look at me. Look at me. Oh, this heavy feeling. Oh no, I'm getting the feels. No, I'm more of a booby than booty guy. He can't do this. Master. Oh crap, Tanner, don't look directly at her. Sorry, I should have said something sooner. It's not safe for humans to look directly at an Oni. That's new. Okay, well that's not true for all Oni, but it's definitely true for this one. She's dangerous. This isn't my first time experiencing something like this. Master, get behind me. Oh, this is nothing compared to what Aphrodite put me through. Right, I forgot about that. Please do not try to tough it out. I know your mystic code has been heavily modified, but it still cannot hope to completely shut down all manner of magical energy effects. Please, Master, stand down. Oh, he went and hid behind the dolly. No fun. Well, that's boring. I was hoping you'd play with me some more. That's rich, seeing how you're the one who brought Ibaraki and the big guy here. Well now, you're a servant, aren't you, Dolly? But you're not a caster, are you? Does this mean you're the odd man out, Kintoki? This is too good. One of the so-called 4 Heavenly Kings, and you're still not worthy to be chosen as a master. I was pissed off when I first found out Shuten had been chosen for a human ritual of all things, but not anymore. What a pathetic showing, Sakata Kintoki. Shut up. Loser. It must be hard living with all that shame. Hey, I just had a great idea. Shuten, I'm gonna do a thing now. Don't get in my way, okay? Oh, well, I'd hate to spoil your fun, Ibaraki. What is it you're going to do? I'm gonna do this pathetic Genji a favor and put him out of his misery. Come on, Torakuma, let's get him. The giant horse creature. Horse? Oh, right, we've seen them with the horse heads, yeah. And the Oni are both headed this way, Master. Well, no talking Ibaraki out of this one. No, there ain't. Ibaraki may not be as bad as some Oni I could name, but she's still an Oni, and her antics are way worse than any kind of mischief a human could get up to. So even if we can't capture her here, we can still stop her and chase her away. You're in for it this time, Kintoki. Bring it on, Ibaraki Doji. Alright. Here we go. What are we dealing with? We got Big Lad. We got what we doing? We gonna do trash mobs? What we doing? Load. Why is it okay? Oh, we're just doing right in, huh? Ibaraki and whoa, you're cool. Wait, oh, I did see you before. Right. Crit rate up. And you have Oni's Big Laugh. You have 3 guts and increase when guts starts. Oh boy. Okay, let's start with this on you. So we can start immediately with your super, which is rad. Let's go with, we could actually remove your, we could remove your buff. Get that going. Let's get this going on you. Right? Is this another... I'm gonna do that next time. For now, let's just start with big damage on... We'll get 1 break gauge going on you. Alright, do that for now. Okay, and oh, that's a lot of damage. So we won't get... Yeah, we won't get all the way to the break gauge, but... That's fine. Ooh, that was some damage, actually. Stun... Okay, so stun has affected you. Good. So we can now start this for hopefully getting another stun on you. Let's go with... Yeah, 1, 2... Should we attack you? Yeah, you're stunned. Let's do this. Okay, 1... 2... Okay. Terror struck on you again. How much are you gonna get? Not enough. Okay. Pop this. Okay, and for this turn, since you're stunned, let's just go like this. Do enough to you. This should bring you to your first gauge. Okay. Oh, it is 1. Okay. Fun. Oh, disengage your move. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So we can do this. That'll break the gauge. Dreamlands will then break it again. Okay, this is going to actually work out pretty good. So we'll go this to break the gauge and attack you. Dreamlands will break the gauge again and attack you. Right? Wait, how many do you have? Because you got 2 left. So we'll go you, 1 left. You, there, and then I don't want to do it the 3rd time though. So let's just go 1, 2, and then 3. Yeah. So we'll do this, yeah, this way. Deal with you a couple times, and then we'll use the last bit on the other guy. God, I love foreigners. I wish the majority of the world agreed with me on that. The joke is what I'm trying to say is people are xenophobic, so that was kind of what I was going with there. I never noticed she's carrying a melon. That should be the last one. You're out of there. Super vexed stamping. Is that because we killed? Probably. Okay. And let's go 1, 2, 3, and this will finish things off. I'm not used to hearing this voice clip for it at all. Okay. Her hair color almost looks different between the two. I mean, it's slightly different because it's different shading, really, but it is a little more similar than I would have or a little more different than I would have expected the same servant. Okay, so all right, Omiya Road. Ooh, we got a variety of dudes here. So at this point, I might as well get a variety for me so we can get a good... you know what? Let's bring in you because it's fun to play with you. Let's go with then... And then, yeah, let's switch you out for... Let's go with you because then you can attack that. Switch that. This can be switched to... What about that one card that we just got? The one that gives charge up. Yeah, charge up. Let's see here. This gives charge up. So this is charge up 2 levels 3 times. That's just better. That's just way better. So we're going to stick to that. We can just switch you out for someone cheap who can do some stuff. Like a cheap... Oh, you know what? We'll get a cheap caster. We should probably have a cheap caster. Sure. You got shenanigans. Okay. Sounds good. Let's do this. Big fight scene. Damn doll, get out of my face! How are you so good at blocking my flames? I'm the leader of every Oni on Mount Oe, you know. Ugh. Thank you for your kind praise. Deathstrugger or not, we appreciate the compliment here. I wasn't praising you, Ibaraki. That does it. I'm not holding anything back next time. Come on, shoot. Don't just stand there. Help me out. Let's show the brats in that damn doll how unstoppable we are when we're fighting together. That's enough, Ibaraki. Shootin'? Even the big guy just took a step back. Guess I ain't gonna go all out here. Though I guess that makes sense since I don't have a caster with me. Not enough in it for them. So what about shooting then? Does she have a caster? Or is she in the same boat as me? I'm not seeing anyone who looks like a caster right now, but these are still Oni we're dealing with. Not gonna let my guard down, but I got no idea what they're doing here. That's enough, Ibaraki. We're done playing with them. Okay. It's not as much fun to fight as Suna anyway. Let me just say this, shooting. I wasn't the one playing around. Huh? No, it wasn't you either, doll. I'm talking about you, Kintoki. What about me? That doll might smell like oil instead of blood, but at least I could tell she was really after my head. But then there was you and that other brat, Kintoki. What were you two thinking? It's like your hearts weren't in it at all. I don't get it. How can you be facing the leader of all the Oni on Mount Oe? Not even try to cut off my head. Ibaraki? Shut up. You don't deserve to say my name. You're one to talk. Did you even eat a single person tonight? Man, why'd you have to run your big mouth, Kintoki? Looks like we've both been holding back, right, shooting? It's just another game for you, right? Always is with you. And I'm sure you're a master since you got the marks, but I don't see your caster anywhere. You're not actually casterless, are you? What is it, Kintoki? You trying to say I don't measure up? Well, I'm afraid you're wrong. Here, why don't you say hi to my new friend here? Come on out, caster. You called, master? So Paracelsus is the 6th caster. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Master Shutendoji's caster. Have you and I met somewhere before? Damn it, so you got a heroic spirit too? Fine, good for you. So glad to hear it. Not that I'm jealous or anything. You're not. You sure? Now the only thing I want to do is tell you how great my new caster friend here is. You know, it's almost indecent asking for it like that. You're real bad, aren't you, brat? I ain't asking for shit. Sure you are. No, I'm not. Enough, just shut up. I'm gonna tie you all up so tight you won't even be able to blink without my say-so. Are you talking about bondage, bro? I'm putting an end to the Imperial Holy Grail War right here now. Were you wait, I'm gonna tie you all up. Yeah, bro, she might like that. Master. Oh my, somebody's fired up. Alright, I guess we can play with you for a little while. Ibaraki? Oh, you want me to rough him up shooting? You got it. No, Caster and I are playing together this time. You and Torakuma stay out of this. What are you saying, shooting? Understood, as you wish. Oh, wow, multiple hostiles detected. They appear to be homunculi, Master. Well, let's take them all out. Hell yeah, let's do this! I was gonna say, what would be the... What was gonna be the Lancers? Well, that explains that. Let's see. 101? Nope, we got a couple here. Confusion, the scent of alcohol. No, not the Swiffies. Not whiffies of drinkies. Why is the game running so much better suddenly? What's happening? It's usually never this good. Why? What's going on? Let's just go, that shouldn't kill, so then we'll get some meter with you. Yeah, and then, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why, just suddenly this background, it's like, yeah, it's gonna run smooth. Maybe it might be background intensity. It could very well be that. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Sweep! Just swept! Alright, so... Shoot in here has a lot. What's she got? Inflict poison to a single enemy when attacked. Oh, we gotta stop that. So let's go with... Okay, let's go with attack up on you. Attack up on everyone. Let's go with, yeah, attack up here. Give you a bit of meter, which will then give attack up as well. So we can go, and I do want to get your super, actually. Do we have, how much will we get with you? Probably not enough. Okay, that's fine. So let's go 1, 2, and then just, yeah, 3. Okay, let's see this. She's just gonna be doing good damage, and that's about it. That's all she can really do. Hey, stun! Not bad. Nice. Oh, we even broke the gauge. Care for a cup, defense down, corroding poison, rapid casting. Okay. So we can do this to get it with her. But we should probably do a full combo with you instead. So let's go... We don't need HP. This gives invincible, which we don't need right now. Stars? I'm gonna get some stars with you, actually. Even if there's just a chance of you getting some. So let's go now with 1, 2, 3. Okay. A lot of poison, but it's going to work out. Okay. Ooh. Experiment, or elemental rather. Okay, so we got that. So we'll also remove our debuffs here, which will be useful. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do that here. Okay. 300% will be a lot of hits. Okay. Yeah, so we lost most of our poisons. Charm on most of you, except Saber, because she loves me. She loves me and me alone. Can I shuffle? That works. Okay, so that doesn't matter that you have all that. It really doesn't. Let's actually attack you, because we can deal more damage to you. So let's do this. Okay. Can you imagine if this game added, like, rub the screen for more noble phantasm damage? That would suck. Okay, so... Oh! Yeah, because... And someone pointed out, it clearly says servant under the name. You don't have your noble phantasm. Also, it's been a while since I've seen this. Nice. You'd love to see it. Oh, Kintoki got big meter. Kintoki got some big meter. So, let's finish off you. Yeah. Alright. I was gonna say, that would have just killed you. Nice. You love to see it. Honestly, teamwork pretty good. Teamwork makes the dream work and all that stuff. Okay. So these two are one of the servant pairs. And then I think the last one is Raiko and Nursery Rhyme? Ha! Impressive, Sakata Kintoki. You mowed down my combat homunculi like they were nothing. What would you have me do next, Master? This is so much fun. You're even more into this than usual, aren't you, Brat? Oh, you're getting me all worked up. What a waste. Oh, it'd be wrong for me to make something this fun a one-time only deal. Alright, Caster, do it. As you wish. But please be aware that I won't be able to control where we end up if we include Lord Torakuma's significant mass. No! Don't warp with an Oni, because then it's gonna be like the Fly. I don't want to see that. That's gonna be gross. That's fine, don't worry about it. Well, see you later, Brat.
Hold it. You're not going anywhere.
O Earth, make a path. I can no longer detect their magical energy signals. Whatever they did, it appears to be something very different from command spell-based rapid movement in standard Holy Grail Wars, or even similar pseudo-transmission techniques. As far as I can tell, it seems to be a smokescreen, combined with a more typical rapid... Okay, that's fine. The result is a technique that specializes in assisting multiple combatants escape from a battlefield. It even reminds me of the Earth Evasion spell once used by ancient China's famed tactician Taigong Huang. Incredible.
So they even took the big guy with them. Damn it.
Can't afford to lose sight of them. Yes, Master. I will use my spirit form to make a quick round of the city. I won't have much time, as I'm concerned I may also be affected by the spirit form curse. But I will be certain to cover as much ground as I can. I will check the Imperial Palace as well and return soon with my report.
They were just toying with us. Holding back or not, I lost that one straight up.
I mean, you kind of rocked it, but okay, buddy.
Damn it. But that's okay. We'll win the next one.
Feel you deeply, buddy?
Damn straight.
Okay. I feel Kintoki is a good partner character for this, but not amazing. He just feels like he's fine, you know? Welcome back. Oh, is your other companion not with you?
Dunzo, she had something to take care of first. Probably shouldn't say she's out on a scouting mission. We'll probably just make her worry. Gotta say, though, these heroic spirit people are pretty amazing. Don't worry, it's nothing major. She'll be back soon enough.
I see. Then I hope to see her safe return shortly.
Oh, I know the sun's out and all, but I wouldn't recommend leaving the house just yet. There might still be Oni out there. Oh, come to think of it, this house has a bounded feel of its own, right?
Of course. It has been in place since Lord Tametoki lived here, and it has never once been breached.
Well, that's good to hear. So, where's Karuko? She in the back?
Oh, no, actually. She said she didn't want to make Lady Shoshi worry, so she set off for the palace first thing in the morning.
Damn, talk about being responsible. Then again, it don't surprise me at all that Lady Fujiwara no Karuko would be such a faithful retainer. By the way, Karuko did take the carriage, right?
Oh yes, of course.
Good. Those talismans Lord Seimei put on it ought to make a solid illusion. And she should be fine once she makes to the palace, since it's got some seriously tough bounded fields. Doubt even that caster can break through them. Alright then, in the meantime, I guess we just wait for Danzo's report. She said she'd check in on the palace from a distance too, so she might even see Karuko while she's there.
I agree, we should wait for Danzo to get back. Alright, if you'll excuse me, I'll go prepare your breakfast at once.
Sounds great, thanks. Oh, man, I never imagined an Oni'd be one of the masters. Guess it kind of makes sense. She's really strong, and, well, Karuko got chosen as well for a whole different kind of strength. Still, an Oni of all things. And shooting at that.
I take it you and Shootin' Doji already knew each other?
Yeah, we go back a ways, much as I wish we didn't. Shootin' Doji and Ibaraki Doji are
both crazy dangerous even for Oni. They're ridiculously strong, ridiculously tough, and they know how to use sorcery of a kind. They even got an Oni castle of sorts up on Mount Oe where they keep their underlings. In addition to Torakuma, they got Hoshikuma, Kanekuma, and Kuma Doji. Okay, again, Kuma means bear. I don't know what Kane means in this case. Oni used to be solitary creatures, but those two have been gathering them up in their castle. Right now, you can still count their numbers on both hands, but eventually they could have a full-blown Oni army. Long story short, Shooten Doji and Ibaraka Doji are on a whole different level from your typical Oni. Even Lord Abe no Seimei said they're the greatest threat Kyo's ever seen. But the weird thing is, one of them's a little attractive. I haven't heard a word about them eating people. And not just tonight either, all the time. I don't know about Ibaraki, but Shuten's definitely just playing around. I know for a fact she used to eat people, but nowadays she just doesn't. It's all a game to her. Killing, stealing, torturing, everything. So she's trying not to kill people? For now, anyway, which means she must be holding back a hell of a lot. Hell, when I fought her about half a year ago, she cut my left arm to shreds and almost tore it right off, and that was still just her playing around. Luckily, Lord Seimei managed to put me back together. Basically, as far as she's concerned, all living things, human, beast, or whatever, are just toys for her to play with. She's that freaking strong. It's no wonder Lord Seimei says she's the leader of all the Oni, and the closest one there is to an Oni from the Kingdom of Demons. There's more stories I've heard about her, too. They say that back when she lived on a mountain in some other country... What? She was from another country? She'd go around killing people left and right, devouring them whole, and line up their heads and other parts for all kinds of messed up games. Their pee-pees? And there's no telling when she might start doing the same thing here and go, no, not the Kyoite pee-pees. He's thinking deeply about the pee-pees. Kintoki? You know, since I'm supposed to be a Genji warrior, maybe I shouldn't have let up until I cut off both their heads. Boy, how many contractions can we get in word? Something about that just doesn't seem right to me. I've fought Shooten lots of times by now, and Ibaraki is right. I just can't bring myself to really go for their heads. It's like, what happened if I cut off their heads now? Something about that just doesn't feel right to me. If I cut off the head of an Oni who might talk a good game, but hasn't actually eaten anyone, would I really be proud of what I did when I dig into breakfast the next day? No, I couldn't. Oh, this might be a good way to put it. It wouldn't be golden. There's that word again. Huh? What's up? What is it, Tanner? Why are you looking so down? I'm just thinking here, so there's no need for you to look so sad, right? I really know what you meant. I see. So you get it, huh? Alright, enough of that. First we have breakfast, and then we take a nice long nap while we wait for Lady Danzo to get back. Besides, it's a real bad idea to fight when you ain't been getting enough sleep. Indeed, indeed. I have returned. Welcome back, Danzo. Forgive me for taking so long. I was out tracking the Oni. It was more difficult than I expected, as Shooten Doji's group came and went at a moment's notice. They would appear somewhere in the city seemingly at random or home for a bit, then disappear again after thrashing a group of officers or Genji warriors out on patrol. Huh? I can understand showing up at different places at random, since it sounds like that's what the spell of theirs did. Hell, that caster bastard said as much right before they disappeared. But you said they didn't stick around long before disappearing again with that spell of theirs over and over? Correct. Why in the world would they do that? If there was something they wanted or somewhere they wanted to go, they usually head straight there. Are they just playing around? There's one other item of note. Genji warriors have been stationed at various posts of the city on orders from the main Genji house, but there were no signs of any unusual activity at the palace. Speaking of which, I also saw Lady Karuko arrive safely at the palace in her carriage. Fortunately, she did not encounter the Oni on her way there. Is Lady Karuko safe? Well, that's great. But no unusual activity at the palace, huh? Maybe they already know Shootin was behind last night's attack, and as she's one of the Imperial warriors, and decided they didn't need to do anything. That does sound something like the that does sound like something the minister and left would do. Even so, that still leaves the question of what it is the Oni are after. Could you tell us exactly where they showed up, Danzo? Of course, after we fought them, they first appeared at the intersection of Higashi-Kyoguko Road and Hachijo Street. They next appeared in the intersection of Nishino-Toen Road and Rokuju Street, then Sai Road and Gojo Street. They showed up on the west side of Tsuchimikado Road, and finally at the intersection of Omiya Road and Gojo Street. Let's put this on a map. It's probably going to be making a design, I bet. I'll go borrow a brush and an inkstone. What the... Okay. What's an inkstone? I'm googling what an inkstone is. Oh, it's like a little bowl they would put ink in. Okay. Because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I've heard that phrase before. But what is an inkstone? How do you get ink from a stone? And the answer is no. It just holds it. It's just like a little palette. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, let's do this. At the intersections of Higashi, Kyoguko, and Hachijo, Nishitoen and Rokujo, Sai and Gojo, and then on the west side of Tsuchimikado, in the intersection of Omiya and it's gonna be a pentagram. Oh, we fought him at the intersection of Omiya Road and Sanjo Street. Do we know which direction they were headed in each area? I do. They headed northwest at the intersection of Higashi, Kyoguko, and Hachijo, north-northwest at Nishino-Toen Road and Rokujo, northeast at Sai and Gojo, north-northeast at Omiya and Gojo, east on the west side of Tsuchimikado Road, and northeast at Omiya and Sanjo. I'm so sorry, Master, Lord Kentucky. I should have realized it sooner. Since I already had a map of Heian-Kyo on file in my database, I can only assume that my circuits were malfunctioning. Please take a look at this. If we draw lines along the path the Oni took from every location they visit, and we note where they intersect, all the lines meet in a single location. So that's what they're after. I believe so. Perhaps the reason they disappeared whenever they encountered resistance was not to draw attention away from their destination, but to prevent warriors from gathering in other locations while they were fighting. Again, I didn't do that. And they're definitely just playing around. 4 Heavenly Kings aside, no regular Genji warriors could fight Shootin when she's serious. Still thinks they're playing. We know exactly where they're headed. The place where these lines cross. So let's see where it is. It appears to be in eastern Kyo, around the Ogemachi district. Gotcha. So that's their game, huh? Somebody live around here or something? Yeah, you could say that. It's gonna be Raiko. There's a house near there that belongs to someone pretty much everyone in Kyo knows about. It's not far from here. We could walk there in a few minutes. Lord Kintoki, could you please tell us who this person is? Abe no Seimei. Oh, never mind. The strongest Onmyoji of the Heian period. And it looks like their destination is right around his house. Come on, let's get going. I want to know if he has a fate design, but I'm also terrified to look him up and see a spoiler, so I'm not going to. Northern Mansion, last one. Okay. The Abe family house is in this neighborhood. Which also means... Minamoto no Raiko's house is here too. Oh, was that him? Well, there you have it. Lord Kintoki? I'm sorry. I know what I said earlier, but I was lying. Well, maybe not lying, but I wasn't exactly the truth. So that's Seimei's house over there and Raiko's house over there. Is that what this is about?
Yep, you got it. Amino Seime's and Minamoto no Raiko's houses are actually in the same neighborhood.
I finally finished loading Heian-Kyo's historical geographical records, and Lord Kintoki is right. The Abe family house and Lady Raiko's house are in the same neighborhood. Come to think of it, I may have heard that somewhere. I don't know. No, it's new to me. I never would have imagined it.
Unfortunately, Lord Seime's not home right now. Hell, there isn't anyone there right now since he supposedly sent all his servants out on leave too. And since I'm guessing the Oni aren't going to be too interested in an empty house, they're probably going to come for this one.
Well, should talk to Raiko first, in case she's a master too. Agreed. We should try to convince her that the Imperial Holy Grail War should be stopped before Shuten Doji arrives. Alternatively, we may be able to convince her to persuade the Genji to disavow it. Lord Kintoki.
Yes.
Yes? Yes?
Come on, buddy, move, damn it. Just knock on the gate, that's all you gotta do. So why won't you move? What am I saying? Because I'm nervous, that's why. Oh, this is pathetic. No matter how old I get, I still can't help but act like a kid around Raiko. Come on, Kintoki, get it together. This is an emergency. Even if Raiko's a master.
She's just gonna be walking out like, oh, hi. Oh, well, speaking of. Oh, hello. Welcome home.
What the hell? Where'd this kid come from? I swear she wasn't there a moment ago.
That's because she came from Lady Raiko's house. She just opened the gate a bit and walked right out. Are you done running away from home now? Oh good, that's wonderful news. But why are you still just standing there? Come inside, Kintoki. Mother will be so happy to see you.
Do you know her? Nope, never seen her in my life. If she's not one of the other Genji warriors' kids, then maybe she's... Hey, Danzo. This kid ain't actually a caster, is she?
Danzo, don't be like, no, there's no kid casters. I don't think so. Dang it. You're wrong. It's very clearly nursery rhyme. I don't think so. I do not detect any heroic spirit readings from her. I don't sense anything unusual then. I cannot detect any magical energy from her. Why, is there something strange about this child?
No, if you don't sense anything unusual about her, that's why because she's hiding it.
What are you doing, Kintoki? Come on this way.
Hey, don't tug on me. Although, I've got to go into the house anyway. Forget it. Whatever happens, happens. Come on, Tanner, Danzo.
Dang, this is a nice pad. This way, Kintoki. Go on. Mother is waiting for you.
Hey, no running in the house. Raiko doesn't like that.
Yes, there's just something about children that makes a house seem like a home. This house is as secure as a fortress, but with a child running about, it's easy to forget about all the blades lining the walls. That being said, I also noticed there were a few warriors in full armor stationed behind the gate, and others in light armor stationed in every room. It would seem that they are prepared for battle to break out at any time. Perhaps even a siege. Maybe they're here in case Shuten Doji's gang shows up.
I can't believe how heavily the house is being defended only a few days after Raiko started holding up. She might as well be shouting from the streets, as she's one of the masters. And if she is, then this kid's gotta be... Hey, girlie, how long have you been staying here? Huh? Where'd she go?
She walked off to the room in the back while you were apparently lost in thought.
Again? Oh man, I must still be off my game. I keep getting nervous in here. Damn it, I just gotta get used to this place already.
Mother? Do you mean you still don't feel at home here, Kintoki?
What? Raiko. No, it's not that. I just meant that I didn't want to do anything rude, that's all. If it sounded like I was saying something else, I apologize.
That's quite alright. It's Raiko. Yeah, she's cold. The air around her is frozen. I'm definitely feeling that. Her aura is truly frigid. It may be different from a sword fighter's aura or bloodlust, but has frozen me in place all the same. And if it is affecting a puppet like me this much, it must be even worse for you, Master. Please steady your breathing and try to remain conscious. Firstly, welcome home, Kintoki. I'm glad to see you're safe and sound. This is the most important thing. We will discuss your punishment for your unauthorized excursion later.
Punishment, Barako,
Kintoki?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, these people you've brought with you, who are they?
Her gaze is icy.
Indeed it is. I see almost nothing of the maternal figure we know. I have no doubt that so much as one wrong word from her will see her cut us to pieces on the spot. Being a berserker is less scary somehow. Please be extremely cautious, Master. Answer me, Kintoki. Who are these people? If you refuse to answer, I will decide what to do with them here and now. Is that what you want, Kintoki?
Raiko? I mean, Mother?
Yes? Where did that come from, Kintoki? You haven't called me Mother in ages, and in front of strangers, no less.
Nice one, Kintoki! Mother, these two are new friends of mine. Also, I was hoping to ask you about the young girl who let us in. Is she the child of one of our warriors?
Oh my goodness, is that true, Kintoki? Oh, it's for the girl. So she went outside on her own again? And after I told her how dangerous it was right now, too. Oh goodness, whatever am I going to do with her? Oh, but she's safely back inside now, yes, thank goodness. Oh, Kintoki, you're such a good boy getting her back inside. I knew I raised you right, and just look how big and strong you've grown, too. In fact, I think you have gotten even bigger since you ran away. Just look at your arms. Those are strong Genji arms if I've ever seen them. This may just call for another coming-of-age ceremony.
No, you can only circumcise him once. Hey, come on, Mother, that's just crazy.
Actually, hold the phone. Circumcision history in Japan. The long and short of male circumcision in Japan. Let's see here. I'm really curious. I could make a fate tier list of whether they would be circumcised or not. For most of its history, Japan knew nothing of circumcision. It came about in 1868 to 1912. Interesting. Okay. I'm not subscribing to Japan Times for the full article. I feel like I got enough from that. Thank you. So the circumcision rate in Japan is less than 1%. Interesting. I actually, and this is weird to say, I actually find circumcision to be so weird because in the United States, it is a thing that, like, everyone is pretty much. But then you go to, like, Canada, and it's a lot less. Then you go to, like, most of the world, and it's not. And I don't know, I just find it an interesting, weird thing that kind of sets people apart. So me Googling this isn't weird, and you should just not worry about it. Anyways, hi, let's continue.
Come on, Mother, that's just crazy talk. Besides, I haven't changed at all. I mean, it hasn't been that long since I left, right? Also, what the hell are Genji arms?
Oh, children, they grow up so fast. Oh, Kintoki, you were so small and adorable when you were a child, and now you've grown up so big and strong. You know, you were just about the same size as she is now. Yeah, that's correct. This is so touching. It won't be long now before you're the one carrying me on your back. In fact, why don't we go do some training right now? Go on, Kintoki, carry Mother on your back. Go on, go on.
That's the Raiko I know.
Now, who are these people?
Again? I already told you, Mother, they're my friends. It's not like I've just been sleeping out on the streets. My friends and I have been doing all sorts of things. And nothing to be ashamed about either. In fact, it's the total opposite. We've been running around trying to stop an evil plot that threatens the whole...
Huh? Friends? Did you say these people are your Friends?
Sure did.
Even though one of them is a woman?
We really are just friends, I promise.
I see. Well, that's a relief. So then that would mean... Oh my. Oh my, oh my, I can't believe it. Kintoki, this is the first time you've ever brought friends home. Oh my, really?
Mother, that's,
Oh my, no goodness, I can't stop smiling. Well, this is just delightful. Thank you so much for coming. Please, right this way, make yourselves at home. Would you like some sweets imported from Akata, or perhaps you'd prefer peaches or pears? Please, by all means, stay and relax for the rest of the day. Oh, this is wonderful. You simply must tell me about what Kintoki is like as a friend. Oh, yes, you will stay for dinner, won't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, perfect. I hope you brought your appetites. I'll cook so many delicious things you won't know what to eat first.
Nice.
Can I start with a breast milk latte? Hey, let's go. Let's go. Starbucks. Let's go. Can't ask for that there. I get kicked out. Anyways, cool. Cool. Raiko's Mansion. We will be moving on to the second half of this in not too long. So we'll see you then for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order, where I won't roll. I'm going to hold off now, and let's hope for the best so that I can get enough for the big old New Year's one in not too long. So we'll see you then for some more, guys. Ciao.